the trippers, the grasshoppers, the hipwits, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
Pull up on the beat, moon shake. 901 Shelby Drive, look alive, niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh well, fuck them dawg, we gon' see how hard they ride. I get racks to go outside, and I split it with the guys. On the other side, acting like we tied. I've been gone since like July, niggas acting like I died. They won't be expecting shit when Dapper go to slide, cause I told them that we put that shit behind us, but I lied. Hey, look who I'm around, man. If I fuck up, I'm
Okay, guys. Hello, what's up? What's good, everybody? And this is already the second game of the third day. We are now having a new team also playing the second day, second turn. It's Team Nitro, alright, everybody. Let's welcome Team Nitro. We're gonna give them a lot of luck and we're gonna wish them a successful, performance at the tournament. They will not justify maybe some of the expectations. However, they will always be ready to play against. As I noticed from the previous game, number 20 and Hajurashid, he made very good, contribution to the game itself as well. Yudenkov Sergey, previously he made a very good absolution. And then, as we see, we have the next followed up team. Is Team PC Gorilla coming from Isikul. And totally different, I can say, because now we see more and more substitutions rather than the previous season. Previous drafts, they usually played always the same, and today we are missing Elkhaev, Malayev, Ilham. He is absent for a while now. We hope the game is gonna release a lot of emotions, and one of the more prepared players will try to stick the position, and they will play no more but just rather than aggressive attack, and very good successful performances expected in the tournament itself. Let's go to the next one, and then Team Nitro. Okay, most of the players previously played for Team BC Kant, therefore they're what we expect now is to show a lot of different triple shots, and Yudenkov Sergey together with Artyom, there is no hesitation on changing up their retrievals. So for now, what I have in the list of the, let's say, players, some of the players, they changed their numbers. And we are going to see what kind of difference it's going to make. I really hope that the game is gonna review and bring a lot of new emotions here, and judges are already ready to toss the ball in the middle. And we see Hajurashid Mbego is going to toss and jump for the ball, and clearly from the very beginning, Uzbekov Azamat, Uzbekov Dakhshuluk, they tired off, and first 2 points brought already by Hajurashid Mbego. Number 12 Yudenkov Sergey, number 20 Taukenov Dmitry. Then we have Suchirin Dmitry, Kraus Alexander, number 7, Posledov Alexei, number 9, okay, Bilashapkin Vitaly, 16, Pekhov Vyacheslav, number 11, Hajurashid Mbego, number 6. From what we see now, they maybe decided to change their draft just slightly. Bilashapkin Vitaly hasn't played the first day, however he is introduced in the current game either as well. And Arbaev Telegon was number 13, decided to change his number to number 23. The Jordan's number, we can say, very lucky number. Mirlanov Timur already starts off from the very beginning together. Bayanov Askat, number 5, Viktor Starygin, number 6, number 3 Jusupov Jakshuluk, and Arbaev Telegon, number 23. Yudenkov Sergey is not introduced in the first, draft, therefore today they have a little bit different. Posledov Alexei. Alexei is the point guard. Today we have also representative of Team Nitro, also playing for teams Kant. Their small forwards and point guards are also shifted just a little bit. Dmitry number 5, decided to give a long way pass to Alexei. Alexei, however, did not expect such a terrible pass, therefore he decided not to catch. Number 11, Pekhov Vyacheslav. Looks like we have several, there with similar names, and expect that he has some kind of relativity to Evgeny Pekhov, the secretary of the federation. Maybe there is the same thing, but what we want from them is just to play as strong as we expected for a little breaker. Vitaly, number 16, he was center player in the BC Kant, also in previous before games as well, no matches and no revenge has been taken Ricochet's. He makes a close triple shot, but it goes off the way, unfortunately. Damn, this is not what we expected, but let's hope that it is going to change. Hajirashin Bego, he points it out, okay, makes an away, up cross up, and he brings an all inside. Unfortunately, he is too tall for the players to defend on upper hallway, sneaking Baylor. Bayana Fascat starts off from the very beginning, and there is going to be a first timeout taken by them. Let's expect to see something a little bit later. For now, they are using for plan discussions here. Let's see whether it is going to retrieve them to the final. How to say, already got used to see is that the foreign players they easily adapt to, to the local teams. I think they cannot produce it on so far. Arbaev to the gun, slide crossover, stepping back to Starigin. Starigin was ready to start off. Still technical. There free possession, and there is going to be a technical fall, and the ball is in possession of team. Okay, number 5. Dmitry passing away, long distance. Hajarashin Bego, he takes the lower bracket open side. Yudenkov Sergey, I think he is now will be sitting on the bench preparing for the next game. Vyacheslav tried to offend and tried to take a pause. However, Vitaly manages to steal the ball from right after number 5. We have Dmitry, who is definitely going to retrieve the ball from the very beginning. We don't see any of the, how to say, players who could represent it from the light side of it. And well done by Jusupov Jakshulik. Jusupov Jakshulik, as remembered from the game, is that he doesn't really pay much attention to what happens in the front yard. What he cares about is just to see what is in front of the ball player. Arbaev Telegon. Telegon takes a slide, okay, bounce ball, dribbling, Bayana Fascat. Bayana Fascat, he has to take on a retrieval back on the guard, so his defense is quite strong, and then he still takes the rebounds against strong and very tall defenders. Jusupov Jakshulik makes a huge mistake, okay, retrieving the last points. 9 points for team Gorilla against 4 points for team Nitro. Okay, already 11 points for team Nitro. Gorilla today, they don't look so proficient as we got used to see them. Starigin also the coach, the team from Isikul. So today we have Kant against Isikul as well. Those representatives of the clubs, they are coming from different regions, representing their own, how to say, regional basketball association. Small timeout, tying the laces. The breakaway, they take a little breakaway from here, and Vitaly will tie his shoes, so then he will be able to continue. Start off, small and short bounce ball given. Dmitry runs open end of the court. He makes it on returnal, and Alexei takes not a very useful position for an attack. He misses onto the beginning final, because the way he produces the reinforcement and holds the grudge through back and forth, he may assume that they are going to label it. Arbaev Telegon brings in 2 points easily. Very well done. 8 points for Team Gorilla and 5 points, 5 minutes passed from the beginning of the quarter. 11 points for Team Nitro says that they have played much better from the beginning. Okay, Milanov Timur runs alone. Okay, he pushes him away and receives a personal foul. Very good performance by Milanov Timur. It's a smart move, okay? 200 IQ move, we also call it sometimes in some sports. And Bayanov as guard, he has to turn on his defensive style because he will be the one who can scratch it till he falls down. As our manager of the league used to call it before, there will be no problems in case of violations. Number 11, Vyacheslav Pekhov to Hadji Rashid Begu. Hadji Rashid, a post up and very good layup brings him 2 points. 13 to 11. 5 minutes. 5 minutes until the end of the quarter. Okay, Hadji Rashid receives personal foul. One more shot to be produced. The paint zone is covered by defenders. They are ready to take, and Gorilla has no clue of what is gonna get inside. Bayanov Askat, long way pass to Starygin. And Jusupov Jakshaluk from the very long distance. The ball, okay, drops off 2 times, but he does want to drop inside. Starygin gives into Milanov Timur. He is expecting, and he brings easiest 3 points. Coach is proud, team is proud, and he is actually justifying their expectations. Let's give it a chance. Let's tie it up close. And well, no. Vyacheslav Pekhov, he was actually a little bit further from a distance from picking up. And Dmitry, for example, if Dmitry has to take on a little grudge, Alexei was always ready to get Vyacheslav. Makes it of no point. Vitaly, number 16, Beloshapkin Vitaly, he has to be more on how to say, counter-attack back way. Alley up and all layups, pick and roll, pick and fades, they should be definitely taken in outer position. The severity of the game depends on how they're gonna continue through the finals. Milanov Timur, he will judge upon request of the team. Hadji Rashid Begu takes a long distance. They wait until it receives on back, and the ball falls down. Turn by turn, we see that it's getting worse and worse. Makes a fake toss. He brings it up inside. Another well performed by him. Milanov Timur has been prepared. He expected that something could happen just like this on and before, but he will not be ready to make it such a shot. Hadji Rashid Begu definitely falls inside. He tried to bring in up, break, and soft lead shall be covered no matter how, and it's a travel. Judge is asking for a travel to be constantly hell alwished. Let's go, let's beep it back. Okay, Vitaly Beloshapkin. Vitaly takes a substitution number 7. Okay, Krause Alexander will continue together with them playing on Holsten, and we see that Krause Alexander has a very interesting surname. Probably German roots prevail in his blood as well. Hadji Rashid pushes away the opponent, brings easiest 2 points. Very good, very good. We bring much of a support to him. Yudenkov Sergei still on the bench. I think they are not gonna let him play because he received a lot of personal fouls. And Koshev Adilet, he may not notice, but this is what it is. You all know a red gameplay. How to say, red gameplay is one of the most effective plays on the basketball. From under the bank, he gives a small way scratch pass back and forth. On the court, people are gonna see and notice what if nothing is going to happen over here, then how is it going to change back and on the reprisals, the riots. Okay, the crowd is at to cheer. Today we have a little more just to observe, and the steal has been made by Dmitry Dmitry gives a long way pass, fake to Haji Rashid. Number 7, Krause Alexander prepares on, and unfortunately he cannot make it. Belashapkin Alexei. Alexei plays just a little softer than we expected to be, because Pasedov Alexei, he will definitely hold it as soon as possible. And Dmitry, okay, Vyacheslav, hands the ball to Haji Rashid. Close. Krause Alexander prepares for a rebound. What he's doing, he's just pushing away the opponent. Alexander, he will not play opponent. Let's say Taukenov Dmitry, he was behind when the defense took place, and only 1 minute left. 70 to 20. The points, let's say, they are not going so well, because I think that those teams, they are not about again scoring, as we have seen in the previous games, such as like Net Wizards against Team Galaxy. They were not scoring a lot, and the points that were produced by Team Dynamo were on a pretty high level. They make of no sufficient. Haji Rashid again brings in, and he receives his personal foul. I would like to remind that we are missing Soro Geoffrey, who played for Team Energy previously. And Soro Geoffrey, if you're listening or if you're seated what's happening on the court, just know, bro, we miss you a lot, and we want you to continue to play with Team Energy and bring them some more motivation. So Haji Rashid brings in 2 points. Viktor Starygin, I don't see him coaching on the court for now so far, because Bayanov Askat takes not one of the best reprisals on so far. A couple years ago, when basketball was not, how to say, really popular sport in Kyrgyzstan, because day by day it is growing with the culture. What happens is that in US it is represented as sport of, let's say, African American representatives, let's say the blacks. Yeah, usually they play basketball, and there is a stereotype that if you're born with African American roots, for example, you have a bigger talents for basketball and so on. Of course, this is just a huge stereotype. Everything depends on the players. For now, one of the strong forwards I see is Blake Griffin, for example. Yeah, he's one of the best top hot performances made in teams such as Los Angeles Clippers and Bayanov Askat. I think he kind of plays the same way, a point forward. If you know what point forward is, Bayanov Askat, he can play the ball, he can hoop the ball, as well as attacking. And sometimes he shoots the middle distances. So in those moments, we try to understand how he actually plays, because we never see him performing triple shots. He brings another, and 18 seconds left. 18 seconds until the end. 20 to 22. Again, the score is not growing. Points are given to Haji Rashid, and slam dunk. This is the first slam dunk on today's games. Last 5 seconds left, and Milanov Timur, he misses on the shot at the end of the quarter. Unfortunately, we will not be here to base. It's not a very good score for now. The game is being very passive. The intensity is not so high. I don't know whether they don't see opponents in each other, but I don't think this is a good decision for them to play. Let's continue on the retrieval. For example, if we look at Yudenkov Sergey, he usually scored a lot. And finally, number 20 of team Nitro, he started releasing and they let him play more. Taukenov Dmitry, the most effective player on so far, he makes a brilliant triple shots. I don't think he will be awarded a lot of points this time, but if you let him, he is gonna bring a lot of points. This is guaranteed. Sometimes in games we see the players that are never substituted. This is explained for the following reasons. They usually, they have a high endurance, they can play a lot and never get tired. Second reason would be that they play much better than anyone else in the team. And the absence of those players might lead to the obvious lose. Whoa, Bayanov Ashat, okay, it's off the shield shot, okay? The first time I see him on this season shooting from the long distance. I think he is kind of afraid of those shots, that he doesn't make it. And first trial of Dmitry, Taukenov Dmitry, his first trial doesn't bring any results, but we expect that he's gonna warm up a little bit and he will continue here or maybe in the next game. Depends on how he plays from the very beginning. Man-to-man is another, okay. Man-to-man and on the zone, we haven't seen any other, defense styles. They do exist, especially in, for example, Olympic Games in basketball. They try to play a little bit wider. Olympic Games on international level of basketball, but FIBA usually takes the standard of International Olympic Games basketball. However, NBA sometimes allows travels if the moment was very beautiful. A lot of Timur. Today he's making more, he succeed more. I think now we know why they let him play such a young player on the behalf of team. Gorilla. We have seen, okay, two gorillas actually trying to jump on to take the banana over his hands. I think it's like, for example, gorillas, they're trying to reach for Haji Rashid as a tall tree, he doesn't want to let them take it. Oh, very good rebound. Haji Rashid is at the position and he could make a very good crossover between the legs, however he loses. No matter, Kraus Alexander. Pass and Yudenkov Sergey comes out from the substitution. We don't really hope that some of them is gonna take it all apart. 25 to 27 says they don't score a lot due to the fact that they play too close to each other. I think this is not the best decision for them to play. However, nevertheless, we may assume that some of them can actually do it. And I think Malayev Ilhan, we need that player to play against Kraus Alexander, for example, Lashapkin Alexey, or Posledov Alexey, or Taukenov Dmitry. He has no chance playing center position. The only thing he can do for now is to fight only on a long way distances, and again rebound will be taken by two small forwards. Block shotted by Anafaskat, doesn't bring points, and he runs back for the ball. He chases and he takes it right after. Whoa, what a push! He doesn't let him. Yudenkov Sergey, passes, and Mirlanov Timur loses another one in a row. I don't think they're gonna make it to the finals. Those are my predictions. Not strong enough teams. They're gonna, they're more of a tier 2 teams. they are lacking experience, or maybe they're lacking the skills, ability, the mastery that could be produced. Because basketball is a craft as well. In any craft, you need experience and you need passion inside. You have to dedicate a lot of time, and I'm not really sure if, for example, Team Nitro dedicates a lot of time to their basketball. Maybe they don't have enough equipment. I don't want to be too strict, but I just try to be objective within the tournament in the game itself. And timeout by Team BC Gorilla. Timeout is up, and a symbol of our Asia Pro League, the small bars. Okay, high fives everyone. He gives a bro fist, and we may move on. Asan Kojoyev Adilet is back, okay? Lonely warrior of Team BC Gorilla. I haven't seen him bringing a lot of results in the game so far. Yeah, he tries to run, he tries to make any changes in the game, but unlike Milanov Timur, he is not so effective. Usually BC Gorilla let Asan Kojoyev Adilet to play when they know that they are going to win 27 to 29. Okay, this is called nostril to nostril, face to face battle. 5 seconds left until the end, and the shot clock violation is recovered. Kraus Alexander to Haji Rashid from underbank. Rebound has to be taken. Personal foul. They are happy. They are happy to receive personal foul, and Evgeny Svatkovsky together with Kristina, they are gonna be followed up by it. Yudenkov Sergey, Haji Rashid Mbegu, Vitaly, we see. Bilashapkin Vitaly, number 16, here returns onto an IC. A very interesting tattoo on his hand. Would like to know what does it mean. And number Taukianov Dmitry, again, not using his chance to play a little more and a little bigger upper in the game itself. Bayanov Askat, receiving pass from Milanov Timur. He has to be, he has no doubts on, for example, his teammates, because his job is always made responsibly. And I've never seen actually on this season that Viktor Starygin would take the bench. He in defense, for example, he runs very slowly. Hajarashin Begu manages to score, however, was running to take the rebound. And we don't have really tall players for Team BC Gorilla, and for now what I see is only Jusupov Dakhshulik, the only one who's capable of taking rebounds. Starygin makes a slow defense when he tries to defend. I think that's due to the age here, we understand it all. And he doesn't take the pass. He couldn't take the pass. This is what I'm talking about, that he couldn't take the pass due to the fact that his moves are a little bit slowed down in the matter of the game. Let's practice it. Bayanov Askat brings in triple, makes no chance, and the changes are not done. That's why we have no sub-rotation. Let's move on. Technical. And only 4 minutes left for them to change something in the game itself. Let's Evgeny Svatkovsky, for example. I have witnessed his shots, okay, during the short breaks. He made really interesting and successful, how to say, practices. He scores a lot. I think instead of Viktor Starygin, they could easily take Evgeny Svatkovsky to play for them. Asan Kojoyev Adilet receives pass, but he's not brave to score. And Asan Kojoyev Adilet, what a miserable trial. Not the best decision. Give us something more. Give us more dynamic basketball. they are not ready to hold it up, and wow, Kraus Alexander, something interesting, makes a combination of a little crossover and he brings 3 points. No way they can do it. 14 seconds possession. Milanov Timur attacks right away. Rebound is taken by Hadji Rashid Mbego. Kraus Alexander receives. What a terrible catch. If he played baseball, he would be the worst baseball player ever, I'm sure. He doesn't know how to catch the balls because the pass was brilliantly performed by him. Surgeon passes when the ball goes over several opponents and reaches the hands of the teammate right after. I don't think this is a good decision. Again, another rebound taken. I don't know why Team Nitro is not using their rebounds because they can make it onto the final. Kraus Alexander makes a small step back. Wow, what is happening? Okay, what is happening? Vitaly, he takes the rebound, but he is not able to finish it. And so far, Yudenko Sergey against Milanov Timur. Fight, an obvious fight. He may not recover on the final back. Again, fighting again a young boy, still won't be able to take it out. Arbaev Telugun returns back. Substitution has been made. Probably this is their strongest draft. Yeah. The choice of taking Asankojev Adilet in the main draft is not the best option because he can lose a lot of balls. 2 minutes 58 seconds. 58 seconds. Hadji Rashid. Alley-up and sneaking back. No, what we want, at least something to break the opponent's ankle from the various stage. Coming in, Taukenov Dmitry, Kraus Alexander, Yudenkov Sergey. Oh, what kind of shot is this? He's tossing with his 2 hands and then spinning the ball, just like it looks like more of a volleyball shot. Okay, or where you catch and then the spike, we call it spike. When okay, he definitely crashed. He bumped into Yudenkov Sergey and ricochets off him. Mbego, all right, Hadji Rashid. Takes away behind the back, small crossover, gives to Taukenov Dmitry. Vitaly is at the position. He should score. He misses. He tries to score one more time and he misses another one. Both Yudenkov Sergey and Vyacheslav, for example, they, I don't look, Bila Shapkin Vitaly, for example, they don't look so good. Pecha Vyacheslav is taking the bench for a substitution. No substitutions have been made for Team Nitro, then that means now what we see is their main pick. Yudenkov Sergey doesn't look so experienced in shooting, okay, the personal foul paint zone shoots. Therefore, I'm afraid, I can say I'm concerned that those players are newbies playing for the first time. However, BC Gorilla has experience of 1 season. 34 to 31, 1 minute 57 seconds left, and 33 to 34. Still, Team Nitro is managing to lead the game, probably due to the fact that Hadji Rashid Mbego is playing together with them. Oh, finally, we see Kraus Alexander makes second triple, accelerated triple-double in his game career, and easiest 2 points made by Jusupov Jakshulik. No substitution shall be made. Okay, and substitution Asankojev Adilet, Arbaev Telugun again takes the bench for a little while, and Telugun really, he has to change up his game. He has to think of how to play a little further and how to make it on upside close of warrior stage. Bayanov Askat, long way pass back, and Asankojev Adilet, he is missing the shot. Another trial, Milanov Timur has to give it back to Bayanov Askat, gives a long way pass, and yes, Jusupov Yakhuluk uses the combination. He finishes the move and then contributes more points to his team. The commitment there, his commitment to basketball is, I see, is on a high level. He is always calm. He is never stressed and nervous about, and the anxiety we can see in the game might slide a little differently. Nitro and, for example, let's say BC Gorilla, the most probable, let's say, the close-up, let's say San Antonio Spurs, we take, for example, Hornets, Charlotte Hornets. Those two teams, they look similar. They both play a very defensive type of basketball. When two defensive teams play against each other, this is what happens. 37 to 37. None of them can take an opposite. And here, each team, they have huge chances to win. We see people who are observing the game and then they are actually not convinced and they are not sure how the game is going to return in the back. Hadji Rashid Begu makes a brilliant long way pass. Mirlanov Timur, he may not miss it on so far. For example, we have 4 players upper bracket and then only one at a single stage. One-on-one, when whole team is away, then we see a zone produced. 10 seconds left until the end. He misses another one. Another trial has been missed and the chance is lost. We don't see a lot of team falls and we don't see a lot of bad combinations up in here. Yusuf Abdakhshuluk makes a long way shot and only 1 second left. What they can do, Mbego can give a long way pass because Krause Alexander has taken a very good position. He has to shoot. No, doesn't reach the basket and this is the end. So let me give you a commentary on the game. This game is very passive, believe me, very passive, and it's not what we expect from Asia Pro League games. Both Team Nitro and BC Guerrilla, they need to gain up more experience, definitely. I don't really prefer such basketball because it's at least a little boring to look at such games, and we are not able to see a beautiful basketball. And overall, we have seen only one slam dunk. Teams, for example, such as Nitro and BC Guerrilla, they have to concentrate more on the showcase rather than both of them play defensive style. This is why please don't let them do the same thing once again. Alright, hi everybody who is watching this stream. To remind you that the game is among professionals. The both team, they are both experienced, but the style of them is very passive. Yeah, we do understand that in some moments we would like to see something more, but overall the opposition is almost the same, okay? So guys, just don't worry about it and continue watching it, and let's hope to see some more of a beautiful moments in the stage itself. Let's turn up to the game. Bayana Faskat brings in the followed up by a longer position. Kyrie Irving would definitely be upset to see such performance by Bayana Faskat, because what I compare him to is Bayana Faskat against the removal. Oh, finally, there has been several changes introduced too, and Vyacheslav Pekhov returns back. Krause Alexander, very effective player, also takes a little bench over here. And for now, I'm not really sure which, draft and which pick of it brought more results. Let's refer to the list, let's say, of the players. Number 9, as I understood, he doesn't really play the longer distance Posledov Alexei. He may not forgive the last points committed by him, and Asankujev Adilet continues to play. Not their best decision of leaving the same players upper break. Okay, Taukenov Dmitry, who scored a lot of triple shots, is also absent for a while, and we have Vitaly Belashapkin Vitaly together with Suchirin Dmitry, number 5. They usually make very good combination. Please, let's make sure that the game is gonna followed up by a little bit of a delivery by Anna Faskat. He could give a bounce ball, but Asankujev did it again. He needs to be a little bit more brave. Bravery and courage is something that he is lacking. Very good steal by Dmitry. Gives behind the back and it goes off the court. Not the best pass of him. Preferred overall shot. Please let us know if you are voting for the certain team or not, because in this regard we see more or less close and equal games. Don't overwhelm, and for example, Hadji Rashid Mbego, he could make it from the tight, and on the Titan itself they could bring a more justice game. Fair play that we see on the previous games, for example, such as taking the ball, just dribbling it, okay, stomping, not their best decision. The statistics shows that earning a lot of points per game is not enough. Bayana Faskat, in one of the tournaments organized in Kyrgyzstan, as I remember, he scored 60 points in total, making a record of the tournament. Per one game, 60 points. Can you imagine? Either there were weak opponents or maybe he was in the zone to play much better. If we have any fans of watching here, for example, basketball Kuroko, right? If you remember, the uniforms of it, the green and then the white uniform is really close to what we see for now. And let's see, Taiga. Remember, if you remember the name Kagami Taiga, the block shotting, we have one player who actually definitely looks like him, dunking and expressing a lot of emotions. Was the retrieval, and there is a short timeout taken by them. Beginning and the first 2 minutes of third quarter says that no one else can change, let's say, the ending score, because if one team starts strong and then takes the lead, then those team in most and 90% of the cases win the game itself, makes a push, and does he receive a personal foul? There is a technical possession, yes. Hajirashit Mbego makes a very good move, okay. He manages to bring points. Very well done. Vitali takes the rebound, but Milanov Timur manages to steal the ball right away. Don't pick with your hand, try to run and jump, okay, just to take the ball. The not right amazing and the immensity and, for example, the immersion into the game, well not justified implementation as well of resolution and the resolvement of dispute between the let's say players and teams is totally up to judges and in their jurisdiction. Well, if I haven't seen so many disputes on the tournament itself. Patriots against Net Wizards, for example, I've seen intense game where I saw some elements of dirty game when they push and they try to put the leg in front of the opponent. And Asan Kojoev, I did it again. Not the best performance by him. Actually, if I'm to, let's say, comment on his gameplay, then I would not like it. I would not like to play together with the same team, because when team counts on you, you have to work and put a lot of effort. From what we see, it's definitely not enough. Shooting is important aspect, and Milanov Timur is definitely prevails. I think they're more or less of the same age. However, Milanov Timur makes much more results on the game. 6 minutes, 43 to 42, just a single point. And third quarter, the score still has not exceeded a number of 50. They don't score, not enough. Substitutions happen. No substitutions are prolonged for now, we'll see. Managers of the league, they take a little close position, and managers of the team, they are concerned about their players as well. It is important to take care of them every single time. Milanov Timur, Arbaev Telegon, no matter how he reaches them, still he is going to evade for it. Mbego makes a long way stop crest and layup. He's not succeed off the court. Yeah, he has seen. A very sneaky player. Still continued to play, but Evgeny Svatkovsky, the crew chief, he knows. He knows where the violation has occurred. Arbaev Telegon. Another trial, it was close. Milanov Timur has to share his aim targecy and an adjustment with him. Easiest, another 2 points. 45 to 42. Gorilla still has no clue of how to win, and Hajirashit Mbego raised his hands to catch. The game of professionals shall be ahead, and then what we can actually watch the next time will be the fiancé, alright? The fiancé, alright, and then as they say, the pardon for their French, they have to take it in a wider distance. Oops! 2 hands, both ricochet off, and then definitely nothing is going to happen. The precaution for team Nitro is their Vitali. Vitali is a very good backup, and he can take the rebounds when they start losing. What a slide, very good push, okay? Very massive attack, and we understand that they also can oppose and bring some sort of a vital opposition. 45 to 42 doesn't bring any change. 4 minutes 30 seconds left only until the end, and then to resolve the game, they have to manage to make it a jump cooker. Arbaev Telegon, he misses and then receives a personal foul. A good result. I don't see Telegon playing so well, starting from the previous one. Telegon has to be a little bit more active. His main power and endurance substitution, Kraus Alexander, Yudenkov Sergei, Rysy, and Taukenov Dmitry will play on the game for now. I think Taukenov Dmitry, if you provide him a very good assist, he will be able to bring a lot of points. Kraus Alexander, as I have noticed in the previous quarters when he was out for the game, he played really well. Asan Kojoev Adilet has been substituted, and then BC Gorilla has no will to lose it. This time Milanov Timur was right under the legs, didn't let him to retrieve. And it's a shot clock violation ring. 24 seconds have been out, and Milan Timur thought that's a whistle by the judge. Timur, center court, he picks up a center court to an attack. Bayana Faskat alone against 3 defenders. Oh, sheesh, this is not the best thing. And he expected a lot. The ball was thinking to get in or to get outside. And they probably couldn't convince the ball to bring more points. Bayana Faskat, that's why I think he has to perform his classic shots. No, he's asking for a fall. Judge doesn't really react. He doesn't say anything. Very well done. He is a little bit of upset and disappointed of how judgment has changed. Therefore, let's think of it one more time. Milanov Timur, 3 points ahead one more time. 46 to 49 says that still Team Nitro is leading, and then I don't know what's happening to Team BC Guerrillas. They just cannot change anything in the game, no matter what happens from now on. Back and forth by Anna Fascad, giving a long way pass. Milanov Timur has to be sure to make it unclear. Please save the ball. Don't run into the back. And 2 minutes 30 seconds for them to change. And again, 2 points lead only. I think the game is gonna end up with the same score. My prediction for the points are the following. It's not going to exceed 67 in my mind. Yeah, 67 is going to be their limit so far, because they score 12 or maybe 20 points per quarter. The first quarter was 20 points, second was 42 or something about, and the third is what we see for now is for 50, like 9 points only. Nothing is really changing, and then the last quarter is gonna bring not more than 12, 15 points. In general, I can say 20 is gonna be their maximum. If they bring more than 20, then yeah, I'm gonna be really happy for it. Free possession. What? Nothing is glowing. Denied whistle shot. Yes, this is what Tauken Dmitry is capable of. He may not deny, and if Team Nitro continues to provide him good assists, believe me, Tauken Dmitry is not gonna offend anyone. He will bring so many triple shots, and Haji Rashid tried to block, however was too late for a jump. He could switch it off a little longer of wider position, no matter how they claim it. Haji Rashid in Diego, long way pass, returnal, and makes the profitable out of it. No matter how they play and no matter how they severe, there will be no absolute destruction above the ground. A long way, windmill pass, decides to step back, all the way, one more time. The Truth Fairy, another trial. Milanov Timur block shotted by Yudenko Dmitry, and 52 seconds left. Substitution, personal fault together, and Team Nitro is asking for timeout. Timeout taken by Team Nitro. Little by little, we will make no clue. and the dismissal says that there will be no clear objection to it. Another trial. It was very close that he could bring those points onto the redirection. 3 points given, and it goes off the court way. 2 minutes break until the last quarter. The supplementary part is quite drastic, so therefore we will get it a little later. Let's move, and then now guys, what we see is that Team Nitro, they play a little better, and then the points say the following thing: 56 to 53, only 3 points that away from each other make a little difference onto it. So let's hope the team is going to provide a very strong defense. And I'm gonna be scrolling up here, and I'm gonna retrieve, and I'm definitely going to cheer for them. For example, if we take Team BC Gorilla, they really have huge and massive players to be produced and played well. Therefore, just watch it and enjoy the game until then. Don't leave the stream, and please leave out the emotions. The game is gonna be very productive by the end, so therefore we can definitely say that it is going to continue. Last quarter, and yeah, I'm afraid that there is going to be a spare, and there would be no, how to say, change back of all the way sneaking. Their retrieved heart is that they will make no change of it in the next stage on the upper bit side, and in case if they don't really want to hold the grudge, no matter how it happened and how it delays, there is no such a standard of limitation. The single Bradbury, Bayana Fascat has to take it onto the wild field. The wild field and the deficiency, the Cormier is going to rehearse the red part probably, yes. Let's take the corners, let's say, take the weak sides of the court. Usually Vitaly, Vyacheslav and Kraus Alexander, they take the position. And first time I see center player of Team Nitro scoring confidently, and 7 points ahead Team Nitro. Another fight for the ball. For Milanov Timur, Bayanov Askat and Ruspekov Azamat, they have to play a triangle strategy. The tactics is the following. For example, Milanov Timur attacks the court alone, not thinking. Bayanov Askat shall be ready to steal the ball or provide defense if it's necessary, of course. And Ruspekov Azamat, for example, at the right moment, he will be given a chance to hide and to fade away right after. We don't see pick and rolls for this team. The strategy is quite weak, and I think the fact that they're scoring is just the coincidence that they managed to come up close to the basket. Of course, this is not what we want from them, but BC Gorilla overall, they look stronger, they play better, and their, how to say, accuracy is much better. But in this regard, I don't like it. I definitely don't like it the way they're going to play. No matter what happens, I have a question to you. Who is going to win? And then if nobody is going to win, then how do we even resolve it? Let's, for example, think of it this way. Team Nitro, in order to win, they just have to keep the distance in points. They play, they shoot, they score, and nothing else to be changed. Whatever happens here shall be done and shall be, how to say, on the same amount of reproducing. Don't underestimate and don't revive. Don't make it all the way to the Hearts team. Hearts team is going to severe the problems no matter what it is. To jump it, another trial, and yes, he brings them 2 points. Okay, it's already a huge lead. Okay, they are running away more and more, but we see a small injury or trauma taken. The accident hit. Nothing is gonna happen. It's just a coincidence. They just made a sort of an accident. Yeah, basketball. This is basketball. Nothing else to dispute about. Basketball is a sport of, let's say, players, and it's a physical, right? There is a physical intense. The basketball is not chess, right? You cannot accidentally, I don't hit with your elbow playing chess. However, basketball, your hands are always in action, and your hands is the only thing that can bring damages to your opponents. Either you bring damages by scoring a lot of points, or you bring damages by pushing, punching, slapping, and maybe sometimes even kicking. Respect of Azamat, personal foul. Okay, manages to bring 1 point. If it stays the same, he brings the second one inside. No? Oh, rebound is taken by Haji Rashid. To go away, bounce ball shall be given. Dmitry gives it in from bank inside, and Alexei has no doubt and has no clue, and definitely he will continue on revolving Arbaev to the gun, to the backside, and Bayanov Askat clearly he manages to reinforce and reenact it, this time all the way upwards, long way distance, produce, straight pass stays, and he will not contribute the commitment and the passion to receive the points is on a high, and only 3 points again away. 7 minutes until the end. Arbaev Telegon almost lost his ball. He's looking in place for pass. Another trial respect of Azamat. Azamat brings 3 points. 66 to 60, and this is a very close game. And if you refer to the, let's say, table, at the electronic table, then it definitely shows that Team Nitro, they're just running away and away. They're a little bit further and further to the victory itself. Well done. Well done. No more doubts. Nothing to discuss. And Milanov Timur again, he took 4 defenders to the bank, and Arbaev Telegon, if he could score it this time, these 4 defenders, they would just stay in the same place. Haji Rashid brings in the pass, okay, of the opponent, and Vyacheslav Pekhov, he has to finish it. Block shot. Personal foul gained, very good, under the basket. He works pretty hard. He doesn't want to remain on the Legions. The Quieter, Vyacheslav Pekhov. Probably he is, relative of Evgeny Pekhov, and therefore I see him actually watching the game. Definitely he is proud of his brother for playing in the same league, and I think they would like to play against each other as well. Starigan tries to pick. Okay, Haji Rashid, however, picks, but he loses the ball. Bad performance. Haji Rashid falls down, and already at the defense, 4 players only. Arbaev Telegon to Milanov Timur. Timur has to take, 2 steps, over 2 opponents. He doesn't score. Dmitry returns back, he steals, and Haji Rashid takes a huge pass in the back way. In the air, he manages to take it and roll after for it. They're going in also forward. Rozbekov Azamat, makes a retrieval jump, and he pushes away his opponent, bringing 2 more points. 68 to 62. 5 minutes, 20 seconds whether is it enough for them to change the game drastically. How do we know? And Hajar Shettenbego, he could move it, but no. Believe me, there is nothing to dispute and settle or resolve the issue, no matter how Milanov Timur makes a good crossover. The travel on Hajar Shet with ricochets off his leg. No problems against Starigin. Oh, Starigin manages to defend, okay. He jumps and fights until the end. He is using his hand in order to arrive to the gun, steals the ball. I think he underestimated Viktor Starigin. He had to attack just a little bit bigger, softer, and Milanov Timur in a quick attack, making 2 steps, brings it no matter what happens inside. Very well done. Timeout taken by Team Gorilla. After the short timeout, teams are followed up by the decision of judges. They have a right to continue. And only 4 minutes left. Last quarter seems a bit better due to the fact that, as I predicted, the score is not going to exceed number 67. We see 68 already. Let's, let's not give it a bigger, or higher chance for them to win. But as introduced, for example, you can refer to the frame that we have on this table. We have really totally new teams with interesting logos. Team Galaxy of a new team, Asian Tigers, as we have seen in the first day, and Team Nitro, right? 3 new teams. The drafts of teams have drastically changed as well. We see totally new players, and from the very first day, we had to witness those games in a different gameplay style. We are afraid, and we were a little concerned that nothing is going to change, but the appearance of new teams says that there are a lot of chances for them to recover. Arbaev to the gun, falls down, okay, he makes a slippery slide, and Hajarashid, I'm sorry, he shows a very good sign of a friendship. He always comes to his enemies, okay, to help them to get up. This is very good expression of respect towards your opponent. 66 to 68, and BC Gorilla is closer time by time to their team. And 24 viewers who are watching it out there, we are sending you a huge shout out. Thanks for watching the stream, and then enjoy the game through the stream on itself, and the casting crew that is working to provide you such a good picture is always ready there to support and satisfy, let's say, your expectations of Asia Pro League games. Rusbekov Azamat, he thought that there would be a missed shot, and he, together with Hajarashid, was ready to take the rebound. I want to see a slam dunk, another slam dunk on the tournament, and then the second game, once it finishes, we will have the next teams totally new, armed up to play steadily. I think next team manager, for example, they will have a totally new numbers, and they're gonna have a new uniform coming up to the next of the field. Abdulkadirov Rustam and Subambekov Nurtay, for example. What I expect that after yesterday's injury, the Subambekov Nurtay will ready to continue in Emirov Aziz. He made a brilliant, how to say, performance in the previous stage. Bayanov Askat brings in a long way shooting and trouble test pass. Finally, Taukenov Dmitry returns, and I think Krause Alexander, who was shooting and bringing triple points in the very beginning, he could stay the fall of that position the same way. Fall. All right. What an acting we have just seen. Okay. Usually, falling in basketball is also important. To fall, in order to gain, let's say, personal foul, you should fall correctly as well. It's usually falling on your, let's say, butt cheeks and give a little slide back. This makes the judges think that there was a personal foul, like a very, how to say, straightforward and violent push. Therefore, sometimes judges, witnessing such moments, they give them shoots to perform. And Hajar Rashid with no doubts, confidently, and with a huge bravery, continues to win the game. Arbaev Telegon brings it all in travel. Telegon makes travel. Therefore, there is a technical possession. Yudankov Sergey was to be played, and Alkenov Dmitry, I think it's his time to score 3 more points over here. 1 minute 13 seconds. BC Gorilla still, they have chances to overthrow the team one more time, but they play a little, how to say, less stronger than we expected to be. Alright, 2 points again back. 70 to 73. 59 seconds left until the end. They have to take the time. They don't need to rush. They have a lot of chances to score next time either. Wow! What a brawl! 76 to 70. 43 seconds left for Team BC Gorilla to change the game somehow. A bounce ball to Viktor Starygin. Starygin to Bayanov Askat. Askat trial on 3 points. He misses. Okay, this is actually very weird to see him scoring 3 points. And as we see, he doesn't really score, but at least he tries. He wants to practice probably. He knows that in the finals, if you don't score, then 6 points it's almost unreal to bring. For last 10 seconds, he brings 3 points. Very close game. And then there is 6 seconds left. If they manage it to steal, then there will be no problems occurred. Just holding the ball. Hajar Rashid Mbegu. Last seconds. Oh, slam dunk has not taken place. Chance for 3 points by Bayanov Askat. Whether he can bring it, no. This is not, and this is the end of the game. We see the Team Nitro, they take the victory by 3 points lead, and we congrats on it to them. Thanks everybody for watching the second game, and we have one more game ahead just a little bit later. Just stay by on the stream.